If you're a YouTube creator, you know the game is always changing. But what if I told you the playbook almost everyone is using is, well, completely broken? Today, we're diving into the new data-backed strategy for real channel growth in 2026. And it all starts with a pretty tough pill to swallow. Look, we have to start with a hard truth. It's the reason so many creators are grinding away, putting in all the work, but seeing pretty much zero results. The old way of doing things, it's officially dead. Okay, take a good look at this number. This is the stat that probably keeps a lot of creators up at night. It's not pretty, but you have to understand it to see why the old strategies just don't work anymore. That's right, a staggering 95% of all videos on YouTube get less than 1,000 views. Now, this isn't about bad luck, and it's not about not having a fancy camera. It's about using a playbook that is fundamentally completely broken. When you see a failure rate like that, it's easy to think growth is just a lottery ticket, right? That you just have to get lucky. But you know what? The data tells a totally different story. The problem isn't luck, it's the strategy. So this slide just nails it. It shows the two paths you can go down. On one side, you've got the creator by luck. They're all about just creating stuff, chasing trends, and kind of hoping for the best. But then you have the creator by strategy. They flip the whole process around. They start with research, they figure out what people actually want to watch, and that's what leads to predictable, repeatable growth. Come on, we've all heard this a million times, right? Just be consistent, post every day, just throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. In 2026, that is, without a doubt, some of the worst advice you can follow. And this is why. This quote says it all. Strategy beats volume. Every single time. It's not about how often you post, it's about how much thought and research and value you pack into every single upload. That right there is the first huge mindset shift you've got to make. Okay, so if the old playbook is out, what are the new rules? Well, to win the game, you first have to understand how the algorithm is actually keeping score these days. The single biggest change, the one you absolutely need to get, is this move to what the insiders are calling satisfaction-weighted discovery. See, in the past, the algorithm was all about clicks and views. Now, its number one goal is to find videos that leave viewers feeling genuinely satisfied. So how does YouTube even measure something like satisfaction? Well, it actually asks people with surveys. It analyzes the feeling, the sentiment of your comments. You know, think about a tutorial where everyone is commenting, "This finally worked, thank you." And maybe most importantly, it checks if people watch more of your videos after finishing the first one. And this right here is the proof in the pudding. A video that holds 70% of its audience is now way more valuable to YouTube than some clickbait video that gets tons of views but everyone clicks away from after a minute. Retention is the new king. So, if the goals are satisfaction and retention, what's the best strategy to actually get there? Well, the data is pointing to one very specific approach that's crushing all the others by a massive 41%. And there it is. This is the secret sauce. The fastest growing channels aren't picking sides. They're not shorts channels or long-form channels. They're using both together as one powerful system for growth. But how does this thing actually work? I mean, it's not about just randomly posting both types of videos. To get this machine running, you have to give each format a very specific and very different job to do. The best way to think about it is like this. Your shorts are the billboard on the highway. Their only job is to get massive attention and make people aware that you even exist. But your long-form videos? That's the showroom. That's where you build trust, you prove your value, and you turn a casual browser into a real fan. Now, I know what you're thinking, because it's the obvious question. How in the world am I supposed to create great long-form videos and a bunch of shorts without completely burning out? That, my friend, is where a smart workflow changes everything. The old way was an absolute nightmare. For every single long video, you were looking at basically a whole extra workday just to find, clip, and edit a few shorts. It was so slow, so painful, and honestly, for most people, it just wasn't sustainable. But the new way, the AI-powered way, is a total game changer. You just upload your finished long-form video, and the tool does all the heavy lifting. It finds the best moments for you, it auto-edits them with captions. Your job shrinks down to just a quick review before you schedule them. I mean, look at that, a 90% reduction in time. This isn't just about working faster, it's about what makes this whole hybrid strategy actually possible. For one person or a small team, this is the key to being consistent without burning out. Okay, so we've got the growth strategy, we've got the smart workflow. Now, let's connect all of the dots to what really matters for most creators, building a real business and making a sustainable income from your work. Wow, this chart couldn't make it any clearer. Your shorts are fantastic for getting discovered, but your long-form content, that is where the serious ad revenue lives. We are talking about a night and day difference in the value of every single view. But listen, ad revenue is just the beginning. A real, sustainable creator business is built on these three pillars. And while shorts can help with brand awareness, it's your long-form content that builds the deep trust you need for the most valuable pillar of all: your own products, your own courses, your own memberships. That's how you build a real business you control. So the big takeaway from all of this, the thing I really want you to remember, is a shift in your thinking. It's time to stop thinking like you're just making videos and start thinking like you're building a content system, a machine where every single piece has a purpose, where everything works together, and where you're driving predictable, sustainable results. So there you have it. That's the blueprint. The only question left is, what's the first part of the system you're going to put in place? Is it your research process, your AI workflow, or maybe just defining the different jobs for your shorts and your long-form content? The choice is yours.